Over the past few weeks, I've had 3 chickens killed. But not only me. A neighbor 3 houses down told me they found their cat dismembered at the end of their lawn. My other neighbor has had chickens go missing. And another neighbor sent me a video from their home security system showing this coyote right up next to their porch. And if that couldn't get any worse, yesterday I found out that my chicken coop, which I've had for years, has been ripped open by some big creature. It's well known that coyotes are moving closer and closer into humans' living space. They kill their pets, they destroy their trash. They literally are the biggest nuisance in America. But this one that we're dealing with, he's on a different level.
So this here is the duck's pen, and as you can see, there has been some damage done. Now this isn't damage that any small animal could do, right? This is something that is big, strong, and has a motive. And the motive is to eat my animals. You can see where the problem is with that. This isn't the most secure structure you've ever seen, no doubt. But to withstand an attack from a big animal, let's just be honest, I don't think this thing can hold up. And hold up, it did not do. As you can see right here, something has obviously grabbed a hold of this and ripped up this wire. You can see feathers from Conway right here. Conway, or his new girlfriend. I think it's pretty obvious, James, that something was trying to get in here.
So we gotta get the ducks out of there.
So right now we're gonna get the net, get these ducks out, get them to a safer location until we get this problem solved. Because right now this structure is not safe, and we do have something trying to get our animals. All right, we got them in there. I definitely think this is more safe. Definitely harder to get in this than it would be what they were just in, as you could see. Now it's time to go after this predator, this vicious monster, this killer. It's just a bad thing, and we're gonna take it out. So if the damage done to our cage is not enough to signify this is a bigger creature, probably a coyote, we have a recent video that was sent to us by neighbors showing what they believe to be a coyote in their front yard, literally on their home security system. So this coyote is not afraid. He's coming closer to people's houses than all the other coyotes that we knows back here. This guy is just built different. That means he is especially threatening to our animals. And not only our farm animals, but we have dogs. I have my dog Finn. I have Tequila. They would not stand a chance against a pack of coyotes, or even one coyote probably. We cannot tolerate a coyote like this.
He's got to be dealt with, Tate.
It's not if he's going to take another one of our animals out, it's a matter of when. So right now, time is of the essence. And that brings us to my trapping bucket.
And in my trapping bucket, I have all kinds of different tools, things that I need to set these traps. And the first trap that we're going to set is called a foothold trap. This is one of the most common types of traps that people use. First, we got to stake our trap into the ground. You start out by digging a small hole in the ground that you're actually going to put your trap in. You want your trap to be completely flat on the ground and look completely normal. Obviously, you don't want it to look like a trap. Then we use this pan to cover up the trap, make the dirt look really nice and even. So now that the trap itself is set, we're going to use our trapping hammer, dig a hole right in front of this trap, and make it look like something is living inside this hole. We're going to put some of our special bait down in the hole and top it off with something visual. Sheep's wool, which comes straight from a farm. So it smells like sheep. It's just a little something extra to get the coyote digging around the spot. The longer we can keep him around this trap, the better chance we have at trapping him. And then we top that off with fox urine. Now the reason we're using fox urine is because coyotes actually hate foxes, and we'll talk about that a little bit later in this video.
This set is not perfect because it's wet right now. The rain's coming down. We're gonna have to come back out here and set these a different day. A trap that's not set will not catch something. So you can see this right here is a trail. We're not even far from our chickens already. You can hear Tequila right there. Something is using this trail going straight down to our chickens. We knew this was a trail. We know deer use this trail. Truth is, a little bit of everything uses this trail. And no doubt the coyote uses this same one. We're on to you, buddy. We know your tricks, okay? We're coming for you. Ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no valley deep enough. Ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, baby.
What are we gonna name this guy? If we're gonna be targeting him, we gotta have something to call him.
What's that guy's name from the Lion King?
Mufasa?
No, that's the good guy.
The bad guy.
Scar.
Scar.
This guy's name's Scar. I'm about to give you a scar. Try to mess with Simba?
We ain't gonna stand for it.
We'll not. Drop a comment right now. We coming, Scar. We coming. Put one of those little skull things down there, you know?
Scar, buddy, we've got your number. We know where you're at. You can run, but you cannot hide.
We're back here behind the house, and we're looking for a good trail to set a different kind of trap, a snare, or cable restraint, I think they're technically called. For this, we don't use bait, we don't use any kind of attractant. We just find a trail that's already being used, and there's plenty of trails back here. We're gonna try to find the most used ones and set up our snare in that location. All right, James, this is right here is one of the most commonly used trails that I know of.
Well, and look, there's a water source right here too. Do they come up here and get water?
I believe they do. You can see the trail goes right across the water, and it leads right up here towards my chickens.
And the chickens are literally right over there. They are not far away at all.
But anyway, you see the trail goes right up through here, and it goes right between these trees. And what we're really looking for is a choke point. And a choke point is just where there are some obstacles on each side of the trail. It's going to kind of bottleneck them down to one specific point.
And that point is where we're going to have our snare.
Exactly. And this right here is going to be the perfect location to set our snare. This little limb had actually already fell up against this, created its own little bottleneck right here.
But you can tell that they're using this. All the stuff's trampled down.
We don't want them to get spooked off from going this way, so we're probably also going to put some nice little broken sticks right here. I don't think coyotes like to be funneled too much, but we just want to make it kind of inconvenient for them to come this way versus going this way. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to break this tree down, break it, and maybe just, you know, just do one of these numbers where it's just kind of like, you know, kind of looks natural. Like we don't want it to look too unnatural.
I mean, Scar's got to be pretty smart. If he's just walking up to houses and going through people's yards, he must not have a care in the world.
Maybe not. You think that looks unnatural?
Brother, it is a stick lodged down in the ground. You think it's
Is that not what a tree is?
Bro, there's not a leaf. There's not a stem.
Maybe we'll just lay that there.
That's more like it.
You don't want to funnel him too much. Like there's a chance he never uses this trail, but we're going to put out a few different snares and hopefully he'll use one of them. So we can only do so much. You know, coyotes actually circle their prey like several times before they attack them. Yeah, just to make sure that the scent is right. No matter which way the wind's blowing, they will get the scent.
That's interesting. So they are pretty smart.
They are. This right here is what we call a snare, or technically probably a cable restraint. Every state is different on the laws concerning these, so make sure to follow your state's regulations. Essentially how this works is we're going to set this in the trail. Scar is going to come through the trail, stick his head through here, and it is just going to cinch down on him.
That's only a one-way restraint, so it doesn't go backwards.
Cannot go backwards. It locks on its own. This cannot go backwards. It will only get tighter until it reaches that little metal piece.
So ideally, we're going to catch him, and he's going to be just running around back here.
I've caught a couple foxes where that was not the case, but most of the time, they are still alive when you come to them.
We might have to run an interrogation on him.
Find out where the den is, show up, and go Rambo.
You know, try and have him snitch on everybody.
C4. I feel pretty good about this set. Like I said, it might be a little too funneled, but we don't know until we try. I feel like there's a great opportunity that if he comes through this trail, he is going to stick his head through this wire, and if he does, we will catch him.
He will be restrained by cable.
Cably restrained. Now the thing about traps is it takes some time. No matter how careful we are, there is scent on this trap. That's the same for every trap that we set. So when we come to check them, we're going to be hands off, just making sure nothing is in the traps. The longer it goes, the less scent they have, and the more likely we're going to catch our guy.
Scar, your time is limited, buddy.
It's over. Oh, we got something. We got a So right here we have found some coyote poop. Potentially Scar's poop. We don't know. Maybe Scar's friend's poop. Maybe his aunt's poop. Maybe his great-granddad's poop. I don't know. Anyway.
Scar is part of this poop here.
And while...
Wait, hold on. Did you just pick that up? Just raw?
Just poop. This right here is not just coyote poop. This right here is going to help us catch one of the most elusive coyotes we've ever been after. We're actually going to place this around our foothold traps. And what this does is just make the coyote feel like, all right, great-granddad's coming through here. Uncle Joey Bob came through here. I'm going to go through there too. That's what this is. This will make him feel more comfortable, and that's exactly what we want him to feel. That looks like a little bone, maybe even like a little tooth. Is that literally a tooth?
What did that come off of?
I have no idea.
I still cannot believe you were just holding that just raw.
Right here's one of our foothold traps. It probably needs reset right now, but we're just gonna leave it for today. It's giving more rain. We're gonna put this scat right here, pretty close to it.
Just some little morsels for him.
Exactly, just a little something to let him know this is a safe, comfortable place to be. So comfortable, you can just squat down and take a deuce, you know what I mean? I mean, you can't take a crap somewhere you don't feel comfortable.
So I have a lot of experience going after coyotes. I've caught coyotes in the past, I've caught foxes in the past, but there's one person that I know that has a lot more experience than myself. Someone who has very sophisticated methods when he goes about trapping. I'm just afraid we need more knowledge than my skill level affords. You know what I mean? And I want to say, this guy is good, so I can only imagine what kind of advice he's going to give us. We're driving 3 hours to this location. We're picking up one of the traps I let this guy borrow, and I'm just preparing my mind to receive the information that he's going to bestow upon us. So let's see what he has to say. Okay, we're here with a coyote trapping professional. He's going to give us some tips on how that we're going to take out Scar, the elusive coyote.
If you want to trap a coyote, put the trap where the coyote is.
Thank you. So keeping Kendall's advice in mind, we take our box trap back to the house and we're gonna set it up in the woods. But this isn't just your normal live trap. There is something special about this trap. It's designed for a special kind of bait, live bait. And the bait that we're gonna be using, exactly what Scar the Coyote is wanting, my chickens.
To keep her from just standing on wire the whole time, we're gonna put some of this turf in. It's really soft. I think it'll be nice and comfortable. All right, so this right here is the wire cage that she's gonna be staying in. It is kind of small, but honestly, if you ever been to the flea market, they keep their chickens in way smaller stuff, so I don't think this is gonna be that bad. Plus, she's not gonna be in here for like days. This is one of the twins. The other twin got KO'd. This twin is going to put in her time in the cage.
And help save the farm.
That's right. Now, a lot of people think this might be unethical. I don't think it is. As you can see, her just staying in there, she's chill. We might even end up with an egg in there. You never know.
And again, she's totally protected in there. There's double layer of cage. Nothing's gonna be able to get to her.
James, this is a big old trap, brother. I've literally got in this thing before. I'm not getting in it right now because I don't know what Kendall's had in there. I can fit in this trap. This is a giant trap. Even the biggest of coyotes and probably even a wolf could fit in this. And we're gonna need nothing less for this coyote. We know the coyote comes right up through here all the time. So I'm gonna put this thing right in these weeds. I don't want him to be able to see the trap from the side. I want him to see a hole with a chicken in it and say, I'm about it. Thinking this tall grass is gonna be perfect. It's like a natural cover for the sides of it. We don't want this thing shifting as he walks in it. We want it to be very natural. This works just like a regular live trap. You lift the door up and you set this little trigger mechanism that is connected to the pan in the back. When you press the pan, the door shuts. She's gonna be making those sounds. She's obviously got chicken smell on her. And that turf that we put in there is from a chicken's nest. So it's just got all the scents happening. It's got the sounds happening. And of course, when they get up here, hopefully a chicken is just too much for them to resist. Them as in he as in Scar.
Essentially what you're doing is bringing the chickens to Scar. You're taking Kendall's advice.
If you want to trap a coyote, put the trap where the coyote is.
And it doesn't matter how long it's gonna take, we will not end this video until we catch the coyote. Checking in on this foothold trap, we have nothing. We've been having to reset these every single day just because we have rain every night, and footholds and rain just don't mix. So nothing in the traps today. We'll get back to you when something happens. All right guys, I'm walking down here. It's right in the middle of the night. Tequila's going off. Just wanna make sure everybody is here. He's doing good. Conway and Claudette, sweet. We're all good on the chickens. I'm gonna go check on her, make sure she's good. It's just kind of creepy coming down here by myself, but we gotta do what we gotta do. What you doing, girl? What you throwing a fit about, huh? While we're back here, I'm just gonna walk back and check on the traps. Just make sure we don't have something caught. I don't have any trail cameras on these right now. I'm using them for other videos. I really wanna talk to you guys, but I can't see anything when I flash this light in my face, so it's gonna be a first person view. Ooh, ooh, oh, the trap door is closed. The trap door is closed. Oh my. Do we have something in here? Do we have something? Ooh. I can't tell. Make sure I'm not stepping on a snake here. Ooh, we don't have anything, but the trap door is closed. And there's a chicken. That door has been closed. Guys, this is insane right now. No wonder tequila's going off. I do have my pew pew with me, so I'm not that scared. It's kind of creepy back here in the dark by yourself, but tequila's going off. Something has really got her upset. Tequila! That sounds like just like a coyote. Guys, I am almost 90% sure that's a coyote. Now, coyotes usually don't hurt people, but I've heard stories of people actually being put into their truck beds because of a pack of coyotes. So I do want to be careful back here. You know what I mean? As much as I want to catch them, I don't want to be out here, you know, one-on-one in the dark because they probably got the advantage. Oh, 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 we got something. We got a fox. Oh my God, we got a fox. Right here in the foothold. Let's freaking go. Oh, he has been absolutely mutilated. He has been ripped apart. Oh my goodness. Buddy, you can see where he's been in this trap circle, but he's not been here super long. I just checked these traps earlier. I have never seen anything like this. I've had things be caught in traps before and be eaten. I've had it happen with squirrels before. First time having a fox done like this. There is only one thing that I know of that would have done this to this fox, and that is definitely a coyote. And I have a certain coyote in mind. If you guys didn't know, coyotes actually hate red foxes. They hunt them down and just try to kill them, mostly because they're a competitor. Foxes also like rabbits, and that's a big part of coyote's diet, as well as other things. This is absolutely insane. I've never seen this before. I'm not gonna reset this trap tonight, and I'm not even sure I'm gonna get him out of this tonight because he's already gone. I just didn't bring anything to reset this, so.
I'll be honest with you guys, I did not expect to catch a fox. I have never caught a fox this late in the season, even when I'm nuisance trapping. But I guess, hey, they have to eat all times of year, so. But the craziest part of it all is that the fox was completely destroyed. And I think it was done by none other but Scar the Coyote. This took a big animal, and it wasn't just some rabid raccoon. This was something big with some big old teeth. And while it's good we did catch this fox, this has alerted us that yes, there are coyotes still in the area. And our traps just aren't getting it done up to this point, unless you're a fox. But I do not think it was a fox that tore into my chicken coop. I believe it's whatever mutilated the fox. With that said, we're heading up to Cabela's. It's time to take on a different approach. We're going hunting. So while our traps are out working, that allows us to do something different. So we're actually going to be going hunting for Scar. When you're coyote hunting, there's a few things you need. Obviously a gun, if you're doing it at nighttime, some kind of optical that allows you to see at night. And probably one of the most important pieces, this guy right here. This is a call. This thing has like 175 preloaded sounds. I don't think we're gonna need 175 sounds, but if we need to, we got them. Well, we could go crazy. There's some $549 options here.
Now hold on now.
That looks pretty crazy.
I think this one will get Scar just fine.
This right here is a coyote decoy. 75 bucks. It's already been opened, so I'm not opening it. But
Proceeds to open it.
But look at this. That kind of looks rough. Low key, does it not?
Bro, that's what Scar is gonna look like at the end of this video.
I feel like he's too smart to fall for something like that, though. You know what I mean? Like,
this is like insulting his intelligence.
all right, we got our call here, and we're going to try it out for the first time. Golly, bugs are.
They're bad.
You seeing this?
What is this right here? A little
What
something?
is that, you ask?
Oh.
It's like a little visual stimulation.
Okay.
You get him coming in, and Scar sees that, he's going to be horned up about that.
That's pretty cool.
You just knock that off. But anyway, this thing has like 175 sounds. I'm going to play a few for you just to kind of show you what it's about. It's got some coyote, fox, bobcat, mountain lion, raccoon, and then of course you got the coyotes. You got the locator.
The locator. That's
yeah.
what we need. We need to locate Scar.
Listen to this yipping coyotes. This is what I hear behind the house a lot of times.
That sounds just like him.
So I was actually going to bring this out tonight and use it, try to do some thermal or night vision hunting for these coyotes. It's actually out of season for that right now, which I didn't realize there was a season. Good thing we checked before we did it. So what we're going to have to do is actually try to hunt these things during the day. They're usually a little more nocturnal, but we've seen them in the day, including the other day when we've seen them almost get a fawn. That said, we'll see you guys tomorrow. We're going to take this out and see if we can knock one down. I walked down and checked the traps today, nothing in them. So we are going with a different alternative. We're taking old AR down here. I got my night vision scope on there, by the way. I can't use it because, like I said, it's not that time of year for coyotes, which is kind of crazy. If y'all know why they don't allow it in the summer, let me know down in the comments. Our girl looks like she's doing okay, though. Don't worry, girl. We're going to let you out of there real soon. I've switched her and another chicken out every couple days, just so they're not cramped up all the time in there. It's been a quiet few days out here. No action. So I said, you know what? We're going to take the punch to them. That's why we got the old AR. Using some 223 out here. That should be plenty enough to take down a coyote. And I can drive nails with this thing. So I feel pretty confident if we do see one, we should be able to take him down. It's extremely hot out here. We do got the call in the backpack. We're going to set that up, see if we can get a yote on the ground. I just spoke to baby deer and its mom. I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign. That is some natural prey that coyotes might be looking for. But does that mean they're not in the area? I don't know. Oh, we got our call right here. Now the problem with this location is that with all the weeds and stuff, it's kind of tough to see long range. And ideally, the further away we can get from these coyotes and from the decoy, it's probably for the best. Maybe the weeds will also kind of disguise me. And plus, if you notice, I'm not wearing camo. I'm planning on tucking behind these weeds pretty good, so. Not to mention, our target is used to being around people. So maybe he's just not scared of people scent, which is great for us, not so great for him. So right there's a path, here's another path, and there is one more path. Therefore, I'm thinking this intersection will be a great place. We're gonna put that right there. I think that's a great location. Most important part is gonna be where we set up. I found a nice little tucked away spot right here in these weeds. I'm probably about 50 yards from the call. Like I said, ideally, I'd probably be a little further away. We know he uses this path, and if we're gonna get him in the day, I feel like this is gonna be the location. Find me a little tree I'm sitting on. Now we just sit around and wait. Here we go. I'm kind of novice at this, but I've done some research on Google, and apparently you want to go with like dying rabbit sounds, dying mole sounds, stuff like that. We got 175 calls, so that shouldn't be a problem. We should be able to find something. Let's do a dying jack and see what that does. Can y'all hear that?
We'll get one in the barrel. I'm gonna get that blue jay spinning right here. You guys can probably see that possibly through this scope. Now we just sit around and wait. I'm gonna let that play for maybe a minute and a half or so and just see what happens.
I kept coyote hunting for days and never saw a single sign of coyotes. It's probably because I'm at a very low vantage point, and most people that I see coyote hunting are really hunting high up, or at least can see most of the field from where they're sitting. I did not have that advantage, therefore I did not see a coyote. Plus, I'm pretty sure Scar and all these coyotes are just more active at nighttime. I know that to be true. So after days and days of checking these traps, rebaiting these traps, and resetting these traps because of rain, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I had almost given up. I didn't let it stop me setting out my traps. I kept my traps out there, and eventually, this happened.
James,
No.
we have got something. I'm just hoping it's not the neighbor's dog.
Oh, I see it.
Do you see that?
Oh, look, look. There's something in there.
Let's go. James, that is a coyote. That is a freaking coyote, brother. Let's freaking go.
Bro, it is?
I don't know if he's playing dead or what he's doing. You see him, he's laying right there.
I'm about to say, don't get too close to him.
That's him, brother.
That's him?
That's freaking him, brother.
That's
Let's
Scar?
go.
Bro, let's go.
I don't know if he's like choked out a little bit or what, but let's freaking go, baby. So he might be gone.
Oh, dude. No, he's gone.
See his face?
He is down.
Let's go. Let's go.
Scar is down.
We've been after this guy for so long. This video's taken so long. We've caught our non-target species, although it was a target species because it's a threat to our chickens. But this is what we've been after. This right here is the guy that most likely broke into our chickens and was likely coming up right now to get more chickens. And we got him. Look at this. Look at this creature. Flies are kind of getting on him. I don't know how long he's been dead, but as you can see, he has got wrapped around this tree a little too tight, and it must have just choked him out. This is a cable restraint, and it has a locking mechanism on it. It's not supposed to do that. Most of the time when you come up to them in these, they are still alive and running around, and you can let them go or, you know, KO them. This is a decent sized coyote, and we knew Scar was big. Now there is a chance that this is not Scar. There's a great chance this is not Scar, but I think most likely it is.
You've never trapped a coyote this close to your chickens before, though.
Exactly, and we know Scar likes to come up closer than other coyotes. This is the one that we've been after. I feel confident saying that. I do wish he was alive though, because seeing him alive is a lot different, but this was the ultimate end. I was gonna take him out. We was not gonna let him go. This right here, it's untelling how many baby fawns this thing has killed. Fluffy ears, beautiful coat on this guy. They do smell terrible if you guys have ever been close to one, but we made it happen. Scar is dead. The chickens are safer than they've ever been. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to click right here to see us use Walmart's cheapest air rifle. And YouTube really thinks you like this video. You should check it out. We'll see you on the next one.